During his visit to Central Texas last week after those deadly flash floods, President Trump praised the federal agency that helps oversee the relief and recovery efforts during a natural disaster. Scripps News correspondent Avajoy Burnett joins us now. Avajoy, the president hasn't always been a fan of this agency.
You're right about that, Kelly. President Trump has criticized FEMA, the Federal Emergency Management Agency, in the past. He's even discussed cutting it altogether. But now there is a change in tune, and that is leaving questions about the future of the agency. The Trump administration appears to be changing its stance on FEMA, an agency it has previously threatened to shut down.
And we're going to eliminate FEMA.
I think we're going to recommend that FEMA go away.
But following flash floods in Texas that killed more than 120 people, the president praised the agency's work.
FEMA's been really headed by some very good people. We have some good people running FEMA. It's about time.
And Secretary of Homeland Security Kristi Noem, whose department oversees FEMA, has backed away from a push to eliminate the agency.
We can end up putting this agency in the best place and position possible to be reformed and remade.
FEMA, which was established in 1979, coordinates the government's response to natural disasters and emergencies and works with state and local agencies on relief and recovery efforts. The president has suggested states should take the lead on disaster response and assemble a council to assess that and other potential changes.
Historically, over time, states have found it very, very difficult in the aftermath of major disasters to handle those big ticket items of rebuilding roads and bridges, getting people back into housing.
History professor Andrew Morris has studied natural disaster response and says FEMA could see reforms, but major changes could result in pushback.
It's certainly possible to envision a FEMA that does push certain programs back down to the states. I find it unlikely, though, that there's going to be a lot of appetite in Congress or at the state level for a wholesale return of these functions to the states.
And there are also concerns from some about staffing at the agency, especially with the U.S. in the middle of hurricane season right now. More than 2,000 FEMA employees have left their jobs or have been fired since January. And this has all been part of the administration's efforts to downsize the federal government, Kelly. So this is yet another thing that so many people are watching.
So, Avajoy, you mentioned downsizing staffing worries. Does FEMA have the funds right now to step in when needed?
So that's the big question. We were able to get some data from the Office of Management and Budget, and they said that FEMA has about a $13 billion surplus right now. But we were also able to get another piece of data from FEMA itself, and they're saying that they could possibly run out of money as soon as August. I was able to look at that graph, and you could see the downward trend leading into August. So that is yet another thing that so many people are watching. I also know that at least one lawmaker on Capitol Hill has discussed the possibility of bringing up a bill to ensure that FEMA will continue to have that much needed funding, Kelly.
All right, yes, and that is critical with hurricane season. Avajoy Burnett, thanks so much for that live report for us tonight.